Peru.
Yes.
Now, so what if I came down, got some hot air balloons going? All right, now satellites. I know they're trying to make this work, but yeah, I can't do satellites. I don't have the technology to go into space.
Right.
But what if I just got some hot air balloons and I just hung one giant wire between the two places, like one long Ethernet cable? What do you think?
Wouldn't that be the same thing? But the
what
cable
about the
is
birds,
like
man?
below the ground with the.
Well, I feel like
cable?
something's wrong with the routing there. That this cable's clearly taking too long to get between the two places. By using my hot air balloons, I can do it as the crow flies, as they say. Point to
right
point.
now, the cables are going under the mountains. Trent wants to go over the mountains.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think this is
Oh
a
my
pretty
god, my
realistic scenario.
prediction was wrong. It could have happened. They left in Centaur and Puck, and they picked Centaur. No, that's not what was supposed to happen. Oh
No.
Guys, Thunder Predator made me look a fool.
I tell you one thing, this really ups my rating of Centaur, as if I didn't think this hero was good enough already. To see Thunder Predator do that means this hero's really crazy.
Yeah, how about that, Bowie? Puck and Tusk there to counter the Centaur.
And you know what's a bad omen about all of this? There's two bad omens about all of this. We talked about players choosing not to pick Puck when they have lag. So SG, they're picking Puck into Peru servers. But for the R, he has a current 0-6 score with Puck in his current pubs. No, maybe he got a couple of account buyers. Maybe he got a couple of grievers, but
Account buyers don't. Oh, account buyers. Yeah, okay, you're right. Never mind. Sorry, those do count. I was thinking by the enemy team, but yeah, I suppose they could weigh him down enough that he could lose, even as the phenomenal player that he is.
So, I mean, yeah, I rate his Puck very highly, all right, but, Centaur is looking really good, and they did choose to give it away, so we'll see how that goes. But they also picked the Void intro Puck, huh? That's very bold.
I thought he was good against Puck because you put down a little laser beam, Puck gets sucked into it.
Yeah, but you need the U-Scepter to put the laser beam, and Puck only needs level 6 to coil the Void Spirit, and then he doesn't do shit.
Yeah. He can't move, Zyori.
But he has a freaking laser beam. All right.
It's a pretty sweet laser beam. It's true.
All right.
All right. So,
All right.
what are we banning here?
Radiant team
Juggernaut.
Probably Life Stealer. Maybe PL.
I don't... PL is not really a cost to build hero.
You know how I like to win games where I feel like maybe the other team's better? Pick a killing support duo that can get a lot of stuff done. Like, I don't know, Tusk and Witch Doctor.
5 seconds remaining.
Witch Doctor is cool.
What are the Costabile heroes? What's he been up to? I know, Terrorblade.
Terrorblade, the Arc
Warden,
the Yug. But the Juggernaut's
the Juggernaut.
I don't think he's going Arc Warden against
Ursa.
Centaur.
Yeah, it's not great. I think he plays a lot of Ursa.
Ursa.
What else? Spectre, I'm pretty sure. Anyone can play Spectre.
Yeah, even Zyori plays Spectre.
Yeah.
It's one of his favorites.
Spectre's great. I can't wait. I'm just training for the Arcana, man.
Radiant team
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, she's going to need some buffs first. They got to sell some of those things.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Phoenix, Lion. She's a slow roll on a couple of these bands here. I mean, protecting their Puck. Anything else they need to protect their Puck or their Tusk or this generally annoying? I mean, the Snapfire.
Shaman, dude. Shaman just died. Like, we would see Shaman prioritize over.
You're right. He dies very easily. That is part of his problem.
Yeah, but like they didn't nerf his dying capabilities. He's just gone. I liked him.
I liked him.
Yeah, dude.
But he
I
was
don't know.
So friendly.
I mean, to be fair, it kind of has to be like you're saying like, yeah, for Thunder Predator, they could use a 4. True. What is it about Shaman?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Like they nerfed his shackles a little bit. I think the Shar got a little nerf, but
He's an excellent laner with Centaur. I mean, that was a full-on combo for like a year.
Yep.
It's a lot of damage.
And they nerf pushing, right? So he's like natural push. I wonder why he just got forgotten. Anyways, though, enough
You know,
about Sham.
actually, he should be stronger now because of the value of tier 2s before 20 minutes.
10 seconds.
Because he's one of those
Yeah.
heroes that can actually like get a tier 2 pretty early,
Yeah.
and it doesn't have to be like literally before 20 minutes. It's just like, because in the old patch, if it wasn't before 20, then most
Yeah.
teams can get one by 30 anyway. But now with Shadow Shaman, you can get one at like 21, 22, 23 pretty reliably, and thus
Exactly.
instantly start getting your O-post bonus.
I don't understand. I actually should ask some people. I'm gonna ask. Maybe I'll have the answer for the next game. But
I mean, his initiation is pretty poo-poo. So I think it has to be like very good situations like with the Centaur War Runner.
But isn't Lion like as poo-poo as Shamans? The cost strings are the same.
Yeah, but I think the instant burst is really valuable in the current meta. Like
Okay.
I see it in the team fights with that stupid finger of death. It's like literally one stun hero's gone, and now it's a 5v4.
True. I think T-Bone was talking about it in the lower division game we cast today. About
Burst
just
good.
How important it is. Yes. Okay. Well, what else that is broken that is still...
What else
Predator.
is broken?
Thinking a lot about this ban here.
I mean,
You think
Grim's
the
still
Ursa?
in.
Radiant team.
ABBA. They're just
Oh.
getting rid of annoying 5s.
Okay.
What about the Grim Centaur?
I think
They could
SC
still
might
pick it.
take it.
Grim 5 for KJ.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I'm still into the Witch Doctor, though.
Well, can you check which Doctor's wing
5
rate in
seconds
the DPC right now?
Sure.
Because
I feel like the last time I looked, it wasn't incredible.
Poor, yeah.
But, you know, he just does this thing. Definitely not picked very often. Let's see, old friend. How are you hanging out? Let's see. 21 games. He's been banned 3 times. That's kind of funny. 18 picks, 44% win rate.
I mean, that's solid.
Not bad.
A little whatever.
They do take that Lena, though.
Okay. The hotly contested Lena.
So
Probably looking for a 5 here for SG.
I would like to see the Snapfire just
10
so Thunder Predator
seconds
doesn't get it.
Are
Unless
we
they're going to pick
suggesting the
Knights.
Snapfire Centaur combo? No, they go for the Witch Doctor instead against the Centaur. Oh, this is
That's what I'm
great.
talking about.
All right.
That's what I was saying this whole time.
Well,
They
you
did
did
it.
it, buddy. Look
Genius. They're going to win. All right, SG. Game 1. Let's go. I have full confidence in them.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't need to see anything else. Just start the game. Then they can win 3-on-2.
5 seconds remaining.
That would be very helpful.
I think that would help, yeah.
Nyx Assassin looks kind of busted right here, though.
Radiant
But his
team.
laning stage is a little doo-doo. And oh my god, look at us go.
you. My God.
Thank you, Thunder
All
Predator.
right, someone check the
Wow.
delay.
Wow. Well,
He's
say
just like,
I
logic.
think we can
first.
retire, guys. I think I'll just go get a beer. I think
many
we've done
Shaman
enough hard work
games?
for the day.
10 seconds.
Wow,
remaining.
that's.
I feel like this is
something.
the first of SA for sure, but I wonder, like,
5
overall,
seconds remaining.
where Shadow
Uh,
Shaman is. Ah.
Good against Puck. You know, same conventional logic as the Lion. The lane
Yep.
with Centaur.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely like
Pushes
him on the
well.
4. He pushes well. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm assuming this is probably a mid puck. But then again, you could pick your 1 here and leave the ultimate flex open. I guess that's probably the play. Because you see the Centaur and the Shaman, so you should pick your 1, right?
Yes.
So you could pick Ursa if you wanted to. I feel like the Enrage is pretty good.
Yeah, it's good. I think the lane, especially the Doctor, is probably going to be okay. I do fear for Ursa later on because Hack sees a silence, so you can't really enrage out of it.
You know.
But it's true for every carry, so I don't think.
You know what? Shaman doesn't have a save for Faceless Void.
Okay.
They went more
I flew too
conventional.
close to the sun.
Wow.
That-
I mean, I feel like they did the same thing in the other series, though. They picked Joint to center, and the game was so hard. Like, Costabile would ult, and they would get mega kited.
Yeah.
Well, they also picked
I
Ursa and
guess-
lost game 1 versus the Centaur. So.
They do have
but neither
Cryo,
time
though.
they didn't have the puck. You know, they have the answer this time. It's a big
yes,
improvement.
yeah. I think so.
Centaur can still mess him up in the lane, though. The puck definitely helps in the mid game.
All right, what's our counter carry? This is our enemy combatant 1 right here for Thunder Predator. What do we got?
I think Ursa is okay.
They like
Shaman.
Dusa versus Troll in the past.
Bloodseeker is good for the kite.
They like Razor versus Troll.
Oh, there you go.
Dude,
Wow,
what
Trent
did I
gets
say?
it again.
What did I
Gosh.
tell you?
Damn.
There would be a
You're on
Viper.
fire, man.
Do you know how long it's been since Thunder Predator played Viper?
I don't.
I was looking through. I was like, oh shit, they might not pick Viper. They haven't played Viper in ages.
10 seconds remaining.
Easy. Not even close.
Well, nice against Troll for sure.
5 seconds.
So this is a Viper
remaining.
5, right? Because Void Spirit is going to be metal, center is core.
Radiant team back.
Probably.
The last time they played Viper was 3 months ago versus Infamous, according to my very quick clicking around.
And was it Leo style?
I didn't even look. I think it was. They had a drow. Yeah, it was Leo style.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, I mean, we could be
10
predicting
seconds remaining.
predicting something here because they could go Droughts really good versus Troll.
It's true.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah, I think you're onto something here.
But then, what do we do as our supports? We still put the Viper as support, or we put the Void as
yeah.
support?
Yes. If they do go that route, I still feel like it's possible to just play the Viper. As
Viper
5.
Drow, dude. Get the double slow going. That sounds dirty.
Yeah.
What's
The hero reduction pretty good too on the Drow.
10 seconds remaining.
Sorry, Witch Doctor.
5 seconds remaining.
Hypothermia.
It's so busted, dude. It works with your multi-shot. So like you clear a wave and then you just do so much damage to everyone around it.
Just big old explosions.
It's Sand
Radiant
King, but
team
it's
back.
ranged.
Viper and Necrophos bans. Those look like they're just protecting the Centaur. And I'm not sure about the Viper ban. I guess just because they need a 3 that's really annoying and that kind
The
of
Venom,
delays a little bit, fights early.
They might just I think they
10
might just pick
seconds
Ursa
remaining.
and
Yeah.
it's a really annoying matchup.
They're probably just going to ban Ursa, I
5
think. Whenever I
seconds
see
remaining.
Veno, I instantly just... Like, Ursa's the only hero that comes to mind for me when I see Veno.
But what if that's the debate? They want to pick Drow, but they ban the Venomancer, so you think they're gonna pick Ursa, so you ban the Ursa and they get Drow.
Or they could just ban the Ursa. That was their concern. I don't know. I guess I see what you mean. That way they don't ban the Drow after just
Yes,
banning the TV.
yes.
Maybe it's humongous brain. and
They banned Spectre instead.
we won't get her.
I guess
Sorry,
that's another
Zyra.
one that doesn't really like Veno. That's okay. I mean,
Yeah, and the Viper could be covering for the spec, so
yeah.
it is I like the Drow idea, but
10
they might just play this as a
seconds
5 and
I think it's more
Maybe
likely
they-
they Ursa.
5 seconds. Radiant team pick.
No, they go for the
Great
king.
alright. Solid hero. Not necessarily the best matchup versus Tro, but I think he's just a solid guy. He just farms his items, can build Halberd. And he has 2 lives, That's good.
10 seconds.
They played
remaining.
against Veno a couple times at the Major with their Wraith King, and they also banned it a few times when they had the Wraith King too. So it looks like they do kind of respect that option. I'm back for
Septic Death
percent-based damage of the DP.
Prophet.
All right, so what's MJZ playing? Is he playing this Viper? I think he's playing this Viper. I like it a lot,
Yep.
actually, with the MNZ stun. Like, Mino's having some option for control and combination of the poison attack stacks is kind of gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're making us sweat.
They're
They're not
thinking.
letting us know yet.
Yeah. They're keeping us in suspense here. Of course, Tava will be the one to grab the Death Prophet.
Man, this sure turned out to be a pretty rough-looking game for a Witch Doctor. No, I mean, there's still some benefits here, but... Ooh, Frank takes it. Moves on the Centaur and FJZ
Wait,
on the
what?
5
Shaman.
seconds remaining.
Whoa.
What are we
so it's
doing?
a 4 Centaur with a 3
5
Viper.
seconds remaining.
What?
Well, that's an
Ow.
annoying lane.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how
Are
this
they
will work.
aggroing?
I mean,
But I think MJZ
maybe.
is gonna have a tough time against this Prophet Tusk lane.
I feel like they're going to
shard that
aggro
guy.
try or something weird.
Ah,
They're going to do something funky, right? Because I agree. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
yeah.
I mean, this I think is actually better for SG. I'm not sure about this tri lane. Maybe it works really well, but just looking at the heroes, I would say the drafts are fairly even. I do think SG has a slightly better draft just because they push really well. Thunder Predator pretty much relies on this Shaman. If SG can make more mistakes, pretty much, and I think that's always an advantage.
Well, I'm just going with
All
my
right.
boy Witch Doctor because I wanted them to pick Test Witch Doctor, and they actually did it. So let's hope that they get that fast tempo going. They take towers with Death Prophet, they
All
take
right.
kills with Puck, and they take the game in the end with the Costa Bile Troll Warlord.
I'm sticking to the favorites here. The MJZ Shadow Shaman. I want to see it work. Let's say the debut here in South American DPC. You guys called it. Now let's see if he can live up to the hype. Gareth, darling, we've got the final series for this Saturday evening. Are you ready, son? Are you laced up?
Absolutely, yeah. Panel's on a roll there, calling out a number of heroes. Oh, excuse me for a second. Oh, goodness. So excited for this game. My throat can't handle it. Here we are. Thunder Predator up against SG. Theban, take it for a second, please. I need a sip of water.
All right. Well, we got some very interesting heroes with the Centaur Centaur position 4 with the Viper offlane. I really like the Viper reaction to the Troll Warlord pick. Centaur, when I have a theory that whenever a hero, like a core hero, can be played as a support, the hero is busted. So Centaur, if it can be flexed into a support. So it's being played as an offlane, and I think it's been played like an over first pick in almost all the regions, and now being played as a 4. And if it can succeed as a 4, then this hero is really, 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 really good. And if it becomes a trend as well, then we're going to be seeing it like potentially first phase banned.
I mean, suddenly your world of drafting is cracked wide open, right? Because if you're, like you said, if you're picking out first pick, similar story to the Puck somewhat, right? You're first phasing that, and you can flex it across 3, the 2, the 5, whatever you want to do. As we do have a pause. It looks like we've got all the players back into the lobby. So hopefully back underway again. But I think here, Theban, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I'm riding with the king. It is once again time to back up my boy, Minos, on that Wraith King, especially when he's got himself that MJZ Shadow Shaman to support him. There's so much disable coming out of them.
Most definitely. I think... Well, yeah, go ahead.
The panel did pose the question, though, about an aggro Troy lane. Is that something you consider?
I don't think so. I think aggro challenge these days is just completely outdated, and there's just too much XP in the side lanes, especially with the pulls, that you don't really want to be committing to aggro challenge. It just doesn't feel good for anyone, to be fair, apart from the mid laners, because then they know there's not going to be a lot of heroes running at mid.
Yeah.
It looks like we're underway here, Gary. We got a smoke up from TP.
And the admin even checking to make sure all the hero animations are good, because we have had a couple of problems with, especially the Storm Spirit the other day for Chris Luck of Beast Coast, where he just wasn't moving, no animations at all. But it looks like everything is spot on in place. And an early smoke from Thunder Predator. Get out here with some early observer wards, control the bottom runes, and no real movement from SG. They're being very stable, holding their side of the map.
Yeah, get these very interesting deep wards. 2 of them
30 seconds to battle.
on this side here. I wonder what for, because Tusk most likely will be ganking from the top side. I mean, Leo Style is not too worried about ganks coming in from the Tusk, but maybe they are thinking about where the lanes are going to be. They might want to have the Viper lane against the Troll no matter what, and that might be what this ward is for.
Yeah, that's right, because he's got like dissimulate, he's got the ability to get away from all his shards and stuff like that. Looks like we'll just get the 2 for 2. No nonsense. Moose was kind of lurking bottom, looking for anybody lurking around. Nobody spots
kind of Dota.
Anybody. No nonsense
Dota. Yep.
Just cast your spells and play to win. That's how we like to see it. And they will set up their 2-on-2. So Minos, MJZ heading up top. Moose, as we see there, he's just dancing around some trees, and he has spotted KJ. So the Pos 4 Centaur is going to get some heavy bullying onto this Witch Doctor already. Look at that, half HP just from a stomp and a couple of whacks. And that's going to leave Viper in a 1v1 against the Troll Warlord. How does that go for Costa Bile?
Not going to be good for him. I mean, their objective with this is to get that level 2 on Frank right away. So with this creep wave, they might be able to just die the Troll Warlord. So Costa Bile, he's trying hard to get that deny right now. It looks like Frank's going to be getting the first deny. He's going to pull the creep wave back too. Ooh, this is even better. If Frank can get the creep wave in front towards his tier 1 tower and just kind of hold it there. Level 2, the poison attack costs a lot of mana and doesn't do that much damage. You just want to get to level 3 at least before you hard commit.
It does look like that Sentry Ward, blocking up the large camp. So no access to pulls just yet, as SG have made a very wise decision there, making sure that Costa Ville's going to be able to farm in front of his tower for the most part. Up at top, MJZ, 74 base damage against the Tusk. So kind of evening out that tag team battle that you've got between him and Theo.
It's as if he has tag team permanently. The Shadow Shaman. He's a big boy.
He's got boots as well.
boots
Trapped in the
early,
shards, though. Boots don't matter when you're in the igloo. And the tag team with that ranged hero that we've been talking about a lot, the Lashor now the DP, as Tarvo secures first blood.
I think he was trying to threaten the pulls, so Theo would be out of the lane, but the right play for MJZ would have been to just stay with the Wraith King. If the lane starts pushing out, then he can go into a jungle, but there he gets caught out by the shards. Talva just comes in, and that is so big for him, because now he's got that urn soon up. Lots of stats, and if he gets another kill, the urn charges. They do a lot of damage just early into the game.
Yeah, and that gives them the possibility just to keep diving towers over and over again. Something we saw quite a while ago from like 3-3 was buying Urn on every single offlane hero, and by that kind of 4-minute mark, they are just diving tier 1, racking up kills. Oh, in the mid spot, Puck forced to jaunt away. Adriano looks like he's starting to lose out to Leo style here, being outlaned by the Void Spirit.
Yep, lots of pressure going in.
Too. Desperately needs that bottle refill from someone.
Okay, let's play a game. Where is the next kill gonna happen? Which lane, Gary?
I think it's mid, honestly.
It's gonna be mid? Is it gonna be Leo Star? No, I don't think so.
No, I think Leo Star's gonna kill someone. They're gonna go like tri-lane him mid. Oh, does he get it? He does.
Yeah. ADR, he needs to get to the other bounty. If he doesn't get the other bounty on the bottom side, that's gonna be really bad for him.
He's moving now.
Yeah.
Both teams picking out. Yeah, Leo Stahl giving the shout. The puck's moved over there. It's
Oh,
actually
two
double.
runes! Oh my god!
There are 2 of them there.
It's Christmas.
Oh, we didn't notice.
They didn't get the first one. He's super happy about that. Oh boy.
Oh, so Leo Stahl went the wrong way.
Yeah, Moo's gotta feel so bad now, realizing he didn't take the first rune either. How is bottom looking now? Frank's got 3 mangoes, and he's also trying to get his urn up. Costabile, he's playing very safe in this lane. Got a ring of health already, though, so lots of sustain available. The only way they're going to get kills on here is if Moose can just wrap around from the back, get a stun onto the Troll or the Witch Doctor. That's why he's saving up for that boots now. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, that'll get him right on top of them much faster. It really is just Frank throwing and launching these poison attacks into Costabile. It doesn't really seem to bother.
Quite surprised he didn't go for the boots first on the Centaur, playing this kind of a 4 melee guy who needs to go in and be able to stun up. He's got 2 levels into Hoof Stomp though, so an idea of what Moose is planning to do in this game.
Yeah, and I guess when you add in that, magic resistant stuff from the poison attack with double edge, there's going to be some serious burst damage coming through from Thunder Predator.
Man, his base damage is crazy high. 75 right now with the Fairy Fire. Whew. Centaur support.
They do go on him, though. That's a level 2 Maledict. AJ stomped up. Moose pops his stick. He's even got a salve if he needs to throw it in there to save himself. He's considering the move onto the Witch Doctor. Looks like Moose is going to be fine. Salves after the Maledict ends. Now Costabile is left here alone, and Moose with those boots you mentioned. He's got to stomp back up and ready. So he'll close in, wrap around onto the Troll, slowed by the axes. Oh, is that enough?
Oh, he cancelled it. So close.
Yeah.
Very close. Fortunately for SG safe lane, the urn did not arrive before the Witch Doctor died. So at least they got that going for them.
Well, I lost the game,
Who was it? You lost the game, didn't you? Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I said mid, it was down bottom.
Okay.
See, look,
you had like a
I'm
33% chance to get it right.
I failed. A bit of aggression onto Tarvo. Minos and MJZ. Zap him a little bit, trying to contest that pull.
Wow, Dio's very high level for a position 4. Normally, you see the offlaner get a lot more XP. I guess Dio wants to soak up some of that.
He's going in on this.
Yep.
Traps him in
ADR's here with
ice
coil.
shards. And there we go. Spends it. Chucks it onto the Wraith King. A big kill on the pos 1 while down at bottom. Moves. He's going to find the stomp onto the Troll Warlord. Double edge, but where's the Viper? Frank.
One more double edge.
Slithering forward. The double edge out of range. Can't get the job done.
Not going to do it. Plus, the Troll Warlord is healing quite a bit with that Ring of Health. So, might have been close, but would not have been able to kill him anyway. Centaur Viper lane working out so far.
Yeah, now
Leo
Leo
Style.
Star's come down here.
Nah, not gonna happen. He just took the bounty rune, checked if he could get a potential kill onto the troll, but he's playing way too cautiously. Just gonna have to go back mid and get that XP.
Yeah, it was the tail end of his haste rune. He was trying to see if he could get something out of it. But,
Wow,
nice
check out
fresh wave in
ADR.
the mid lane.
He's moving towards bottom now. Before that coil is even up. Maybe
That's a
baiting out
real-
the troll, because there's a catapult coming in here too. He does have a TP ready in 10 seconds if he needs to go back to the mid lane. But Leo Star is calling.
Moose spots the puck coming in. They do get the
Frank.
cask, Maledict, and now an
Cask, yeah.
orb in onto the Viper. Troll's just going to finish him off. So Frank gets taken down, and the chase
And
from
Moose.
Adriano is actually still onto Moose. Yeah, another orb in a second, bottling up as he breaks the high ground. And is Moose fast enough to slip away and dodge the orb? He doesn't get tapped by it, but we still have the jaunt as up
Very
top.
good.
They've gone in again. Theo snaps into action onto MJZ. Spirit Serpent trying to chase Minos, but still a tanky Wraith King. And the last minute and a half, 2 minutes or so has been spectacular from SG.
Definitely. And that was all possible because ADR was walking towards bottom and gave the support for the troll and the Witch Doctor. The moment the Centaur saw him, he's like, oh shoot, I gotta get this guy off my Viper. Viper was already knee deep, so he couldn't really get out. It's looking really good so far for SG. Like, all their lanes are going well. I mean, mid lane, Leo style.
Yeah, jumps Adriano, but
They wanna take
he
some
still has the
HP from
coil.
him.
He didn't have to use the coil bottom, so with both supports in here, Cass, stun, snowball as well, Leo Star,
Oh, he
Maledict's
might
going to pop him,
die.
he's going to astral step off to the side, but that Maledic's going to take him down.
Wow.
Picks up the Arcane Rune as MJZ is still being chased. Another Ice Shards, beautiful from Theo. He can catch up with Adriano and finish off the Shadow Shaman. Every single lane you
Damn.
look into, SG are finding kills, accelerating their farm. Top 4 net worth, there's 3 green heroes there, as it looks like Viper and Void Spirit starting to slip a bit.
They've come to play, Gary. They're ready.
And top lane, look, Exorcism's used up. Tavo, he's on that tier 1, drops it to about half HP. Good move by Minos
Leo
to
Star
try and
does
hold
have a
back the
TP.
wave. He's got reincarnation. Theo, KJ. I don't know if they actually want to go on the hero itself, just focus the tower instead. Maybe zone Minos out, but there's a TP coming in from Leo. Theo, he's a little bit stuck now, dissimulate, and the drag back with the Ether Remnant.
Yeah.
Not only gets a kill, but defends Minos' lane.
I mean, MNZ is doing such a good job at just protecting that tower, making them run around, dropping the skellies. The glyph was perfect too. Then Leo style, he's about to respawn, so he knows that even if they do commit to him, the reincarnation will slow them down, set up Leo style for success there. And SG, they gotta just respect the fact that you did kill Leo style, and he does have a
Frank.
TP up. Viper.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, Frank. Another kill
Goodbye.
going into that troll, yeah. He's 1-0-1. I thought he'd had
It's really
more,
good.
but I guess his supports have been picking up the actual last hits on these heroes.
And it's looking good. Like, puck rotation definitely helped SG balance his bottom lane out. It looked like Viper was going to start dominating, but now he's died twice. Moose has also left his lane because he doesn't feel like he could do much more for this Viper at the moment.
Dire's bottom tower is
And it doesn't stop. Theban, look at like another smoke. Theo, with Adriana behind him. Smoke is broken by Moose, and it looks like Thunder Predator, they started to kind of get into the groove of things, realizing that SG, they're not messing around. They are playing incredibly quickly off the back of this Adriano puck. And they're bringing heroes down bottom to defend up
Dire's
against
top tower is
that
under
troll with a bit of a push towards tier 1. And now a bit of a lull. You know, SG, they missed that smoke, and you know what they do immediately? They smoke again. If it didn't work bottom, we'll go top instead.
They want MNZ, but he's got that reincarnation. Plus, the TPs are ready on every other hero on Thunder Predator. Like, Viper died, but he just walked back to bottom. He did not spend his TP. He does not want to be that guy who TPs to a lane and is not ready to help his teammates across the map.
And even though it has been this unbridled aggression from SG, it's still not a net worth lead mounting. You know, they've not actually put that much pressure onto the map, apart from, I guess, this tier 1 now with a catapult wave. They should be able to claim it.
And they're gonna get the bottom on TP as well. It's also the Midas factor, right? From the Wraith King now. He's been farming very well. They haven't really been able to kill him since the early game. And now the Midas factor is also gonna kick in. Going for a Radiance next. I wonder if SG's actually feeling a little bit of pressure from this Wraith King now, because these skellies are going to be pushing in bottom. They don't really have good heroes at dealing with them too.
So he's like a threat that they've not yet been able to neuter. Thunder Predator also making a bit of a wall between that mid-tier 1 and bottom lane as the coil misses. 4DR unable to get onto Leo style.
Wow.
Just assimilated away.
Unfortunate. That was a short kill if that actually landed.
They still go on him, but an astral step and a stampede back. moves in. The hex is there onto Theo. A little bit of a poke and a prod, a run back and forth as a snowball onto MJZ. Into the nether toxin though. He's silenced up, pops his stick, still alive. Moves, stunned up a little bit here as Leo Stahl thinks about re-engaging again. An incredibly
breathing in the poison.
A bizarre little fight there.
Yeah, the shards miss on the block for the Shadow Shaman. They snowball in, but they've used most of their disables. Yeah, you're gonna use the X's. They're forcing this really hard right now. They know the Centaur Stampede is on cooldown. Wraith King just TP top lane. So they feel kind of good.
It looks like though,
word for this.
Thunder Predator looking to defend this. The backstab from Costa Vila, he's in there. Adriano still dies though to Leo Stars, the Death Ward. Pummeling into Moose and Frank. And the Troll Warlord comes out with a double kill. Thunder Predator brought 4 heroes against 5, and we know basic mathematics. That's 1 hero too few, but they get the deny on the tower with the Serpent Wards.
Denying the words too. Trying to not give some golden XP here.
Hey. SG will get the rest of them.
Part of Shaman. But yeah, like you said, outnumbered, right? Troll comes in from the back, Puck goes in first, and he takes the brunt of the damage. He falls, but you do get those 3 big kills, like Viper being one of them. Void Spirit, he did get a decent amount of XP and gold from that engagement. But I think SG are still happy with the fact that they were able to open up the mid part of the map.
Oh yeah, especially if you can put your Troll now with a Battle Fury into triangle and into that top lane, into those couple of jungle camps there. You know that he's going to be farming just as well, if not better than the Wraith King now.
He's got a Witchblade 2 now, so lots of damage going to be coming out from him. He's going for the Boots of Travel's BKB build, so a secondary core, pretty much. SG are going to have on their team, which is really nice.
Well, that Dar Observer Ward, prime position to spot out Witch Doctor, Troll, and the Puck. Thunder Predator know exactly where they are, so Wraith King, he can just swing up to top, clear out that wave, perfectly safe. And Moose can put his body in the way.
Oh, the Witch Doctor's got 2 fluffy hats. It kind of looks like he's wearing a fluffy hat, actually. It's cosmetic.
Little cutie with a fluffy hat. Little Shanka. Moose stampedes. Snowball. And the shards. Not going to catch him. No. Still well on his way to Blink Dagger now. 800 gold away with what Tranquil straight into Blink.
I understand that he's playing for Centaur, but I'm not sure how I feel about the maxed out Hoof Stomp. If he has Retaliate, at least he could maybe, hit some jungle creeps, get some gold, get his dagger up.
Yeah, farm a bit.
Yeah, because it just doesn't scale that well. It's just 1 second lower cooldown. The disable's only going up by 0.3. Yeah, and I don't feel like he's been able to land too many of them in this game. Because every time he goes into any of these heroes, he's pretty much just getting cast Maledicted or Siphoned or Tusk tag team. It's just not a possibility for him. So this Blink Dagger is going to be very slow for Moose, and that's going to hurt Thunder Predator a lot.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting little thought process, right? Thinking if I went for Retaliate, I probably could have maxed out Hoof Stomp, got more levels, and Blink Dagger. He's obviously looking for maxed Hoof Stomp with the Blink to kind of connect together, right? Those are the pieces of the puzzle. So he does have one of them, but it's actually delayed the second one by doing it. That smoke did get scanned by Thunder Predator too. And an orb showing mid lane. Again, a macro movement from the Dire side, just that little bit better, but it does allow SG to stamp their mark on the top lane. Exorcism from Tarvo thrown in. And I can connect with the rest of the Witch Doctor, Puck, and Tusk roaming squad back up into that top tier 2. But it's Thunder Predator who are looking to trade yet again down bottom with Serpent Wards.
It's not going to be enough damage, right? They're going to be able to TP back down there and defend this tier 2 tower. It looks like KJ, he's making the call. He's asking people to start moving. Get some TPs going. Puck's coming in too.
Thunder Predator. A long line drawn in there. Still holding onto these little staircases, maybe wanting SG to move up after clearing out that bot wave. they will have to scatter back out, as we are still in that period, the waiting room for the Radiance of Wraith King. Recipe now, but 700 gold away.
Radiant are scanning.
And he's still top of the net worth. He has literally just been farming this entire 16.5 minutes. Minos, he's going to have a pretty good timing on that Midas plus Radiance. Still a sticking point in that mid-tier one, though.
Yeah, it is. And their map is just shrinking a little bit only, not too much, because SG haven't been able to really find those catches. Although they got some good objectives. The Puck and the Tusk. And this could possibly go back to the fact that they've spent a lot of smokes early into this game. They invested a lot of smokes into that early game, and that's how they got those objectives as well. But now they don't have any to try and go into Thunder Predator's triangle, go into their farming places and get some kills going.
So now they're a little bit stuck wondering what next, whereas Thunder Predator on the flip side have a smoke. Obscuring themselves.
He's got he's about 70 gold from Dagger, but they're smoking already because of the Orchid and the Void Spirit being finished right now.
That is one very important item timing.
Yeah.
And yet again, they don't find anyone.
Let's get that.
Second item timing, the Radiance. So it's Blink Dagger Centaur, Radiance Wraith King, Orchid Void Spirit, everything clicking into place for Thunder Predator. This next team fight, they're going to define the next 5-6 minutes or so, because Roshan is a real possibility for both of these teams if they win a battle around this mid lane especially. Oh, they see the DP moving bottom. Does have a TP scroll. But if they catch a glimpse of someone like Adriano there, Remnant to drag him back in, the Puck gets stuck and killed off, while Witch Doctor just poisoned down and slain by Minos.
Very nice.
Into the tier 1 we go, and that's all about that information. One ward sees one hero, and they make their move.
And those are two very big kills, especially with the Radiance timing. They can take the tier 1 tower. Now they're looking for the Troll top. He doesn't have... Oh, doesn't get the blink catch. He TP'd out already.
They found Wraith King middle.
Yep.
Minos does have level 2 reincarnation, slays the Troll's courier, but dies immediately. Exorcism is out there, and they buy back on KJ. Oh goodness. There's no stampede, there's no saves, there's nothing. He gets the tip from the Troll Warlord.
Oh, you might regret that tip. It looks like they're gonna go for the Roshan, and I'm not so sure if this is a good idea. The Troll did use his Battle Chance there. Like, they used Exo and Battle Chance.
On the jump. There we go. The coil landing into Leo style, though. The tank team pummeling him, take him out of the game. Void Spirit down, and there's another tip. Theo snowballs and punches onto the Shadow Shaman. MJD, okay, the Serpent Wards. Try and run away. Moves has a blink stomp if he wants to use it. But this fight doesn't feel like one that Thunder Predator want to continue.
Yeah, SG made the correct move. Instead of going for the Roshan, they went for the kills that Thunder Predator, they were setting up to defend the Roshan. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta get them off that hill. Because you don't have Exo, you don't have Battle Chance. You don't want to be sitting ducks in this Roche pit. And they're still thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, Wraith King is alive and he's walking towards it. Roshan sitting at 2,000 HP, but Viper stuck in the shards. Great blink stomp, though. Stampede too. Minos comes in with the BKB from Tava with the Spirit Siphon, buying so much time for Costa Bile to claim the Aegis. And there's the final hit onto the DP, sure, but that was a calculated move by Tavo.
Wish Doctor died back, and Tavo dying, having to give up his life just so Thunder Predator cannot go into that Roshan pit and contest the Roshan. 9-second BKB. That's a first item BKB too, and I kind of like it against this Orchid and Viper and all the disables of Thunder Predator. You want to just be able to go in, man up, kind of like Doom.
Just use your ulti, pop BKB, run at them.
Yeah.
Especially if you can get on top of that. Like getting on top of that Wraith King. Pre-BKB on him, we've seen how quickly he can die, and he's gone, Radiance into Sanj. A bit of status resistance, but no real protection against the magic damage coming through from the heroes such as Puck and Death Prophet.
So, let's summarize a little bit. SG, they've done a really good job in the lanes. They got some really good rotations in this game. Deo style, he better get out before I get coiled. Yep, he's out. Okay. So, really good rotation from SG. They built up a solid lead. They got the towers early on. They defended the bottom tower. Everything looks good so far. They got the Aegis. Okay. The elephant in the room is that Troll Warlord still gets countered by Viper. So, They need to continue to get this guy higher net worth than everybody else on Thunder Predator, get to that BKB, and they need some way of deleting this Viper at the start of the fight and the Shaman. Like, these are the two main targets for SG. Both of these heroes need to die, or else the Troll Warlord can't really play his game.
So Troll Warlord's net worth is kind of, well, it needs to be inflated just because of the hero matchups that he's against.
Exactly.
The Alchemist problem.
And if we look at it right now, the Wraith King, he looks pretty good. He's got higher net worth. He's got a Midas, so he is going to scale very quickly in this game. The Wraith King counter on the side of SG is the Death Prophet. The Death Prophet Exo is very annoying for the Wraith King. He wants to stand his ground and fight, and so does DP, and DP is just stronger at doing that. And she's got pretty good net worth too. Somehow actually has more net worth than the Troll Warlord.
Yeah.
I have no idea how.
9.3.
Like, he's 4-1-4, Troll's 303, but Talvo, you know, he is a farming offlaner though.
I mean, Troll has, what, 77 last hits more than the DP?
Yeah.
Was it just
I
like
have
tower?
no idea what's going on.
Did you just like get every last hit on every tower? Like, what? How is that?
Well, it's like lane creeps versus neutral creeps. So
Yeah,
lane
true.
creeps do give you more gold and easier to kill, where Troll probably spent more time in the neutrals. But yeah, it's insane. Like, even if it's like a few gold, it's still weird to be able to see that. But I will say though, SG, you know, they've really impressed me with their rotations so far in this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It has been very, very snappy, and you know, that little bit of metagaming is Peruvian server, so we kind of expect Thunder Predator to be ahead in a number of ways. Get back underway. Frank resumes the game. And he's going into that halberd on the Viper to try and deal with the Troll after that Rod of Atos, of course. Next move out from SG, though. There's a tier 2 mid to be claimed. The outpost top is pretty nice as well if you can take that out of the hands of Thunder Predator. Bottom lane's a little bit spooky. I'd love them to go and, yeah, again, go and smoke, go on a warding mission, try and get some nice deep observables planted, but we come back to that point you made. Lacking on the smokes, there's one on the Witch Doctor, but outside of that, probably not too many options, and that's when you've got to really make them count. If you've got so few of them, use your resources to the full potential. I'm just being outfarmed a little bit by Thunder Predator now. Wandering around almost aimlessly, like from top triangle, now down to bottom jungle. They're going to find a direction. Who are they going to get? No grab, no catch. It's an illusion of the Void Spirit. And that's all the Thunder Predator give them.
Yep, and this Aegis timer is taken away. You got about 2 minutes left. SG, they're playing around middle. They get the Troll to push bottom. It's not a bad idea. You want to get this lane out. Maybe get that tier 1 bottom while keeping the mid lane pushed out. You can't just all commit to one lane though. It looks like ADR is drawing the line to go top, but his teammate, especially Troll, looks like he's asking everybody to come bottom. So I'm not liking what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, genuinely, it's definitely felt that way. You know, after the first, 17, 18 minutes, it was very clear cut. This is what we're doing. We're making this move with this smoke to go here. And the past 2 or 3 minutes has been very much indecisive. Not quite sure where they're headed. I mean, they do get the tier 1, and don't get me wrong, they are still making moves, pushing out that mid lane, but you've got Moose cutting bottom, you've still got this Wraith King farming top, and the rest of Thunder Predator making the name for themselves on the map, while also potentially hunting Adriano mid. If that puck sticks around for too long, could get caught. They're pinging him.
It's like they don't even commit to try and kill Moose at bottom either while he's doing this. Normally you see some people just instantly TP and go for it. Theo?
Can't find him.
Can't find
Moose
him.
too well hidden.
Moose also
Linked
has
into the
vision.
trees.
Yeah, and Theo looks like he's going for the dagger, not the frozen sigil first. He wants to be able to catch people with this dagger or help save somebody.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see if Moose can find his courier as well. I'll be under ward vision in
40.
a second. Maybe on the way back.
40 more seconds, Gary. Aegis is out, and guess what? During this entire Aegis timing, they pretty much have only been able to get one tier 1 tower. A little bit of chip damage on some tier 2s, but that's it.
Yeah, and actually the net worth advantage is flipped. It's actually now firmly in control of Thunder Predator. After,
And they get the tower top too on Leo style here. So Thunder Predator are really outplaying them on this map.
Just dragging them from one side to the other, and again, it's that
They got the tier 2
indecisiveness.
mid.
With that double damage during the troll, they do. Rod of Atos,
got the
Ray Fire
timing.
Blast.
It's out in 2
Aegis,
seconds.
3 seconds, 2 seconds. Aegis about to drop, and goes to Bill back towards the high ground with the rest of his squad as Tavo throws the Exorcism and runs towards them, just sprinting in, but the Stampede allows the disengage. Gets MJZ out of there, and Puck unable to jaunt fast enough to get anyone in the coil.
Now you just gotta kite this EXO. It's a big team fight spell for SG that's been spent. Instant smoke up from Thunder Predator. They want to stalk SG here. Don't let them get out.
Go run at them. Directly into the triangle, push down mid lane, let's go. There's tier 2s there to be claimed. We know exactly
Yeah, and
where
SG
you are.
are on the full retreat right now. They do have 3 BKBs though, which could be nice in this next engagement. But without your EXO, that's a big chunk of your team fight and damage. You're losing.
I want to try and smoke themselves.
Oh, I
Hanging out,
wouldn't
they-
do that.
Yeah, I mean, Theo's there pinging like, hey, I've got a smoke. Come up here, come to high ground. The rest of his team's like, no, I'm defending mid lane. I'm pushing that wave out. Don't want to go and run into this Thunder Predator
Without
squad.
EXO, exactly. You need that big team fighting ability. I mean, playing around top and mid air of the map, controlling Roshan is a good idea, but look at Thunder Predator. They're ready. If they see more heroes, middle or top, they will go high ground. They will start knocking on your door. They know that EXO won't be up for at least another minute. And this would be a perfect opportunity to set the tone for this game. At least at this stage.
Usually it would feel pretty nice, taking that outpost up top, but now that tier 2 bottom's down, Thunder Predator just balance the scales again, and up to high ground with the Serpent Walls they go. SG, you would have come back and addressed this as a catapult. No skeletons alive anymore. But they are ready just to put Minos up there, silence the Puck, maybe try and force the BKB, but Adriana's having none of it.
He's chill. Cool like a cucumber. Just smoke up now. This is a good time to potentially go, because you got the EXO up in 30 seconds. Let's say it takes 15 before you reach a hero. In the middle of the fight, you will be able to open that big team fight ability. It will be perfectly timed here. Now, who is it they want to jump? They see MJZ. He's the big kill.
There it is with the blink tag team punch. Immediately slay that Shadow Shaman. Additional target could be Moose. Minos, Leo Style, and Frank, the 3 cores. And they're going to sit pretty tight in that mid lane. They do also have buyback on the Shadow Shaman if they want to use it, because they're starting a fight onto the troll. Again, trying to chip away at them. Force a BKB, now disengage. Oh, it's Wraith King that's all stuck up inside this netting and
BKB.
stunning, and now a Death Ward with an Igloo. He's got BKB on Minos, and he's going to whack Theo. Jump in with Leo Style, but the Wraith King's down. Death Ward with Adriano kills him off, and the Exorcism is destroying them. MJZ disappears, Frank's about to drop, Adriano with a double kill, and into Moose they go. Centaur falls while SG claim a massive victory, and they can go high ground with the remnants of this Exorcism.
They do. That was such a perfectly timed team fight from SG. I love how Troll Warlord just popped the BKB, bring down the Wraith King's life first. He held his battle chance. Thunder Predator, they're like, oh, this troll doesn't have BKB, let's commit to him, but they couldn't stun lock him up and kill him off before he can pop that battle chance. So now they get the double buybacks. SG are going to be very happy about this.
And it's just a tier 3 though.
Yep. I mean, that's all right. The big important thing is that actually the triple buyback. So Shaman also died back there. So you're taking a lot of Thunder Predator's scaling potential away from them. Wraith King also died once. You got a lot of gold for yourself. Your EXO is running out, so we're going to wait for the next one. Shiva's is about to be complete on Tabo.
Then you go for
Huge
round
item.
2.
Yeah.
Roshan's alive. Aegis, Cheese, and Shard. It looks like SG prepping themselves for it. Get over into that little high ground area above Roshan. Go scout out the big man in the pit. Oh, they're running back. Radiant scanning. They're expecting a smoke from Thunder Predator, looks like. A little bit afraid of what's coming over that hill. Pinging Roshan now. There's the possibility for both sides to get in there and sneak it. You've got to poke your head into the pit. Find out what's happening. Someone go have a look. Oh, Troll and Wraith King, the 2 pos ones, posturing around that mid lane with plenty of backup behind them.
The
long
troll
line
also
drawn
has
in.
a MKB complete now, Gary. It's a huge item for him. He's all ready for this Roshan fight.
Yeah, it feels like a big all-in as well. Like at buyback status, we're looking at Puck and Witch Doctor, the only two heroes on the map currently with buyback. And Thunder Predator realize there is nobody in the pit. Smoke now. Wraith King is going to show himself on that mid-wave, under a ward. Drags the creep wave across, clear it out. And the rest of the squad not moving too hastily forward. They're scouting and baiting with a couple of illusions. And they see SG already up there as a 5-man unit. So they're like, oh, maybe we don't want to be just rushing straight up into high ground or into the Roche pit. Let's just chill back a little bit, push out these waves.
But it looks a little scary. Let's
I'd like to see Leo Stahl, walk down to bottom. He's got boots of travel. He could be anywhere on the map. There's a lot of farm kind of gathering up down there. I guess it might be the job of Minos.
For Thunder Predator, that's a nice item for Void Spirit or even the Viper. Someone should definitely take that. Huge amount of DPS.
No quiver
yeah,
for
it
the
looks
puck,
like
though.
yeah, they got the Exorcism ready on Tavo.
Theo?
Oh,
Instant Hex with a
They
two-man
stunned the
stop. Adriano's caught. They jump into the BKB from Adriano. He's up to the high ground now, and MJZ is gone. He chunked out Serpent Wolves and died immediately as Moose stuck up on that cliff top. The Ghost will find him. Chasing onto the Centaur. Thunder Predator going to lose out on that fight and on Roshan now. Troll walks in there.
that was supposed to be the fight for Thunder Predator. I mean, that looked good, right? You got the Hex on the Tusk, then you also stun up the Puck, but there's no burst damage available. And the
Wraith King
cast
wasn't
comes
there.
out onto the Shaman. Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Leo. Adriano's
It's not
incredibly
enough
low.
damage.
The phase shift. Oh, he can't get the job done. Poor dear. Adriano's sitting about 20 health. Gets back to Fountain. Now Aegis Cheese in the hands of SG. And that was... Minos just not being involved in that fight whatsoever. It looks like they want to go both mid and top lane. Gather up. No EXO for what, about a minute and a half almost. They should take the outpost and put a lot of pressure onto this dire base though, as they've got to know that buybacks are still lacking.
And the Troll got a little bit more net worth too. He ate the Shard, has Aegis. Thunder Predator, like, they're just gonna play as defensively as possible, and SG, they probably want to wait for the EXO before they really make any offensive moves. Like, that's been the story of SG's game, right? Every time EXO's up, they're fighting. If it's not up, they'll posture aggressively, but they're not really trying to entertain you in any 5v5 kind of engagements.
Yeah, so if you go on us, sure, we'll bite back, but we're not going to be those aggressors. How is it? Rampage on Troll Warlord. Global active. Gives you that nice little status resistance, attack speed. I think Bowie was saying if you start in ranged form and you use it, you get the attack speed, and then switch to strength form, you get both attack speed and status resistance. But if you start in melee and use it, you don't get both. Some weird interactions with it. Costa Bill's actually just going to go and cut bottom wave. Very bold move. But Thunder Predator not in position to try and punish any of that. Leo Stahl's out on his own top. Moose farming up a Ghost Scepter now, which he has completed. And Minos really desperately wants that Assault Cuirass. Yet another item it feels like he needs to deal with a lot of this physical damage from the Ghost, the Troll, and even the Puck right now. Doing a hell of a lot with the right clicks.
Yeah, I mean, EXO's up. It's time to go high ground bottom.
I was going to ask,
the creep wave is ADR.
how do you want to approach this high ground? And I realize you've got exorcism, right? You just walk up there.
Yeah, but
What's
ADR, it looks like he wants to catch instead.
Hmm.
He's set up here for Moose. But I don't know. I don't know if I like this. Your Aegis timer is starting to run out.
Exactly. It's
You
a
got
bit of a
like 2
wild
minutes
goose chase.
left. Yeah.
He spots him with the orb. Hello, Moose. Jump forward and even use the BKB. Moose down to half HP. They throw the coil on him. Theo's even come down here as well. Kill off the Centaur. It's taking a little longer than they would have liked, but Adriano is now unstoppable. But what do you get from that? 50 seconds without Centaur? You could have just gone
And look
high
at
ground.
this. TP is just running into their triangle now. Because they saw the two heroes there, they're going to start to deward this area of the map. MGZ, he won't need another sentry to get that high ground there, though, or else he's going to get jumped. Oh, man. He did not go for the D-ward there first. Might be punished for this.
Spider Legs Troll, good force staff away. Frank with a save. Hex and that Rod of Atos keeps the troll at bay. I guess the fact, this Adriano puck does have the boost of travel. He was pretty quick to rejoin the rest of the team by TPing onto the bot wave. But it feels like, they put on a little bit of pressure, then they kind of alleviate it themselves without really needing to. But they'll finally breach.
Now. Centaur's alive, but yeah, Centaur's alive now too.
And as the jump, stomp up the troll. Aegis down in a minute. Exorcism from Tarvo. I'm going to bodyguard the troll warlord to just back up a little bit. Or he's going to try and satanic heal up off these ancients. Yep, so full HP he will return. And then back up the ramp. Get onto that tier 3. The Blink Stomp from Moose in the Nether Toxin. Focusing Tarvo. Try and kill him before the BKB. Before the cheese. Oh, the snowball save though. Saved up by Theo. And Tarvo turns with his BKB onto Minos. Very nicely done by SG. Still holding the Aegis. As the Yule Scepter catching out Troll Warlord. Oh, hang on a second. He's going to die here before he can cast any spells. Aegis down. And Death Ward used just to try and push Minos back. So the tier 3 stands, and they've got this Hex silence onto the troll.
Wow, big coil.
Force staff, the Sanjin Yasha, and that coil in on them from SG. Adriano back in there. Slays MJZ and the Void Spirit down. They'll need the double buyback to come out. Thunder Predator, though, still holding up their high ground as the puck dies. Great shards. Blocks the Wraith King on the low ground so they can't chase Tarvo or KJ. Has coming through. He's got Reincarnation still, and Tarvo, he's not going to get chased by Leo Style. Another bit of back and forth, poking and prodding from both teams. I mean, SG get another tier 3, but still no barracks.
Exactly. I mean, they could have also gone high ground middle, too. I mean, I would say it's a little bit favored for SG because they got that kill onto the Void Spirit, but then again, the Troll Warlord Aegis has been wasted once more. They've been trying so hard to do this, and I feel like the longer this game goes, Thunder Predator are continuing to finish more and more items that are allowing them to defend the high ground even better. I will say, the last fight, the puck got a really nice coil, but he did not click his BKB when he went in, and that hurt him a lot, and that's why he was able to be stun locked up, died, and Thunder Predator, they continue to outplay SG on these high ground defenses at least, and SG, they need to come out stronger than what they've been doing. They gotta be a little bit more brave with how they initiate. Just get in there.
Yeah, like it feels like everything is going to be crisp, relatively clean, but yeah, it is that just the bravery. The Theo jump that we saw around that Roshan fight, right? He jumps high ground. He knows where they are. If he finds someone, he catches them. That's the kind of move we need to see. Break vision, find a target, try and blow them up and get the numbers advantage. Well, they are very, very aggressively moving up towards the top lane. Are they trying to take all the tier 3s before they crack a racks? Bot, mid, trying to think about
I hope
top.
Not. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. I mean, they're probably just waiting for the Roshan here. Yeah, they're just playing top and mid side, control 2 lanes, wait for the next Rosh, get the Aegis, probably have a refresher on it too, so DP can pick that up. So they have 2 exorcisms, which is really nice. She's also making her way into Octarine Core.
Ooh. That's going to be pretty damn nice.
And look at Wraith King. He's going towards a...
Divine Rapier.
Yep. I wonder what he's going to drop for it, though. The Sanjin Yasha? Also doesn't have a Blink Dagger. I watched Nico Baby earlier today. I don't think so. No. They don't have spider legs. Troll has a spider legs, which is broken because he doesn't have boots already. But yeah, I saw Nico Baby earlier today playing Wraith King with Rapier, and he had the Swift Blink. Those were his options, so he has that mobility available too. The current build with MNZ, I'm not sure what he's going to be dropping here. Maybe, yeah, it's most likely going to be the Sanjin Yasha. I mean, maybe he can drop the Basher too, but he might feel like he needs that stun lock ability.
It's a little bit awkward. Still a few minutes away though. We'll find out when he actually gets it done.
Backpack BKB, says Bowie, yeah? Sure I can. I do feel though,
Crack it.
normally Wraith Kings nowadays, they tend to use their BKB on their first life when it gets to the late game. Because you're just going to get stun locked up before your reincarnation. You won't even be able to get a single hit off. And then when you're alive, now you have to click your BKB and you're most likely running away because you're worried you're going to die now. It just feels awkward. Where you rather use it like offensively, get one kill, and then make them like work for that death, like the reincarnation afterwards.
And then it comes off cooldown faster as well, right? So you potentially get to use it twice in a fight if that's the way you're utilizing it. Tons of illusions coming out of Thunder Predator. Illusion Rune for Leo Style, the Illusionist Cape coming out for that Wraith King. They're spreading out, denying bounty runes, scouting out the rest of SG. And Thunder Predator even going to go and shove that bottom wave one more time, it looks like. MJZ and Leo Style pairing up to just put a little bit more pressure onto that bottom part of the map for SG. With 1 minute left for that Roshan to respawn, it looks like SG is still in a pretty good spot to defend the area. Like, what's the breakout move here for Thunder Predator? Is it just going to be a case of them holding high grounds, waiting for SG to come to them? Or do you want to try and take a fight before SG reaches your base?
I think they're just trying to look for any kind of picks on the silence. You can see MJZ here split pushing, but also if somebody does come down here, he would be ready with Leo Styles Boost of Travels to get a kill going. If not for that, then yeah, you will probably have to end up defending the high ground.
Oh, Minos.
They're going to smoke here, though. They got a decent amount of creeps pushing in bottom. They're expecting ADR to defend that, and maybe they're going to try to break into the top side.
That scan connected for a split second.
Oh, they're going to see that D-ward. So they saw Moose was smoked up, and now ADR going to just throw a couple orbs bottom. Get that lane pushed
Roshan's
out.
alive.
Yep. A fight on this Roche pit would be good for Thunder Predator. That's the same as defending your high ground, right? Because if you can win here and maybe steal the Aegis, or yeah, like just steal the Aegis on your Centaur, even if he dies right away, that's huge.
Yeah, it feels like a much better chance for like outplaying them in this area too.
Definitely, because they're gonna be all stuck inside of that pit, and you know where all their heroes are gonna be.
That's why the Brazilian boys smoke up. Yet again, the same kind of move. I mean, Thunder Predator are going to be expecting this. You see where Moose is standing under ward. He'll be there ready to pop these smokes and blink away, or even initiate if need be. I mean, Theo smoke pop. That is identical to the previous Roshan. Snowball in towards MJZ as Adriana's BKB goes to work onto the Shadow Shaman, blowing up MJZ, and Exorcism running forward with Tarvo chasing moves. The Stampede will give him a bit of a gap between him and the rest of SG. And Thunder Predator with that buyback, they want to make a move onto the puck. There's Ether Remnant. Battle Trance comes out. The stuns onto Adriano. Chain disabling and slicing for the Yules. Always jump down. Where is he? He's face shifted.
Rampage.
Blinks away. Gets out of there beautifully with that status resistance of Rampage. And MJZ with a dieback. Frank now in a lot of trouble. Maledicted up. Found by Costabile. And Roshan belongs to SG. No buyback on that Shadow Shaman anymore with a dieback on him. Frank can if he wants to. Minos and Leo Style are still in the vicinity here, but it just feels like Roshan is very firmly in the control of this Radiant team.
They're walking in, but this is way too late. I mean, he does have a rapier. And he's going to realize he already got the Aegis. MSC's going to feel awful about this situation.
Oh, goodness. The Blink Stomp, maybe. Yeah, the kill on the Troll. Very quick pick, and Frank with that buyback, he moves into the fight again. The Snowball there. Theo buys a bit of space. Reincarnation still ready for Minos. As they stack up some poison attacks, goes to Bill with a BKB. Still has the Battle Trance to whack into Minos. They're going to find the kill on Wraith King, and the Rapier dropped. That has got to be game now, and GG is called. SG, like Bo was saying, they came here to play.
That last fight was so good. You just saw Theo with his BKB going in onto the Centaur, making all the Thunder Predator heroes look at the Centaur. Then he snowballs onto the Shadow Shaman. That was their real target in the fight. Killed off the Shadow Shaman. You know, everybody's starting to spread away. They try to go on the puck. That Rampage from the Troll Warlord, giving the statuses for the puck, giving him just enough time to be able to face shift, save himself. It was so nice to watch. SG, you know, I would say they played it cautiously, but they got